If you've ever met someone who seemed perfect at first and then turned out to be nothing like the person they presented, you're not imagining it. Dating apps are one of the easiest places for narcissists to shine, at least in the beginning. And understanding how they pull people in is the first step to protecting yourself. Narcissists rely heavily on curated first impressions, and dating apps are basically built for that. They can choose their best photos, craft clever lines, and present a version of themselves that looks confident, charming, and desirable. Their biggest strength is image, so in a place where image is everything, they thrive. The first way they reel you in is through love bombing. This is the intense rush that comes when someone showers you with compliments, attention, and validation right away. They respond quickly, they flirt aggressively, they tell you they've never felt such a connection. It feels magical and flattering, but that intensity isn't a sign of genuine affection. It's a strategy. The goal is to hook you emotionally before you've had time to see any red flags. Another tactic is mirroring. Narcissists are excellent at reading people and reflecting back exactly what you want to hear. They agree with your values, mimic your humor, pretend to share your goals, and match your emotional energy perfectly. It creates the illusion of compatibility, but it's not real. They're not connecting, they're performing. They're building a version of themselves based on what you seem to want. Then comes future faking. They talk about trips you'll take together, pets you'll adopt, life you'll build, all before you even know their middle name. These promises aren't actual plans, they're bait. Narcissists use fantasy to make you feel special, chosen, and safe. They want you invested before you have a chance to question their intentions. Once they feel you're hooked, their behavior shifts. Messages become less affectionate, responses get slower, and the hot and cold cycle begins. This inconsistency creates anxiety and confusion, and narcissists rely on that. They want you chasing the version of them you met at the beginning, hoping that person will return. This is how they maintain control. Another classic pattern is testing boundaries. At first, the tests are small, pushing a little, teasing a bit too harshly, ignoring a message to see how you react. If you overlook it or justify it, the tests escalate. Narcissists want to know how much they can get away with, and dating apps give them access to people who may feel afraid to speak up too early in a new connection. Then there's the constant validation seeking. Narcissists thrive on attention, so they often keep multiple matches going at once. They need a steady supply of admiration, and dating apps provide it effortlessly. If one person stops feeding their ego, they jump to the next. This is why they can seem obsessed with you one week and disinterested the next. It was never about genuine connection. It was about the attention you were giving them. But the most important thing to understand is this. Narcissists don't reel you in because you're weak. They reel you in because you're empathetic, open, and emotionally available. Qualities they find attractive and easy to exploit. So how do you protect yourself? Look for pacing. Healthy people build connection gradually. Narcissists rush it. Pay attention to consistency. Anyone can be charming for a week. Watch how they behave once the initial excitement fades. Set boundaries early. A narcissist will either push back or disappear, and either outcome reveals their character. Most importantly, trust your intuition. If something feels too fast, too intense, or too perfect too quickly, it probably is. Narcissists know how to shine on dating apps, but once you understand their tactics, you'll see the patterns clearly. And instead of being pulled in, you'll recognize the signs early and walk away with your confidence intact.